Eric writes in, "Hi Jeff, first I want to thank you for your Ninja MCQ questions, which helped me pass my last 2 sections, BEC and FAR. Now that I'm done with passing the CPA exam, I'm in the process of doing the procedures necessary to apply for my CPA license. My question is that does it matter which state I apply for my license if I only plan to work in industry and not at a CPA firm as a tax accountant and not planning to sign off on financial statements? The reason why I'm asking this is I'm currently working in Texas, but I noticed some of the requirements for the license in the state are more stringent than in another state such as Arizona or Michigan. As a result, I'm considering applying for the license in another state outside of the state I'm working. Please advise. Thank you." Well, Eric, if you're going to work in industry, okay. So why would someone want to be licensed if they are going to work in industry? Well, for one thing, it can be a career hedge just to keep your license active in case you want to jump into public accounting. You already have your license. If you don't ever see that as a possibility, then there's really no point in getting the license because, number one, CPE is horrible. It's boring. It's expensive. You'll want to poke your eyes out with an ice pick. Okay, so there's that. But, okay, so you don't really want to be the guy in your company putting comma CPA after their name in when you send intra-company emails. I guess you could, but it's like, hey, look at me. I work in whatever, something that's unrelated to accounting, but I'm putting CPA. You can do that. No one really cares. If you want to, you can hang your CPA certificate in your cube or in your office or whatever, and people will think, oh, that's cool. You passed the CPA exam. That means you're good at math. Because you can't send external emails. So like you can't email a vendor with your name, with Eric, CPA, unless you're licensed in your state. So, or unless, you're in, you're in Texas. So, Eric, CPA, and you put in parentheses Michigan, but you're emailing a Texas client. That doesn't really make sense. So, maybe it's not worth getting the license and keeping the license. I mean, I don't know. I would get licensed in the state that you want to work in. Or if you plan on moving, I would get licensed in the most stringent state possible. So if you plan on moving to Arizona, and then I would check into reciprocity. So I don't want to make this question drag out. Number one, why do you want to be licensed? Because if it's just to put it in your work email, I wouldn't do that. It's a lot of money and a lot of boring hours about stuff you don't care about anymore. And it probably isn't relevant to what you do anyway. Because you can get CPE over farm tax returns, but you work for a publicly traded electric utility and you work in a regulatory environment, and guess what? You don't ever plan on filling out a Schedule F ever. And so why do you want to be licensed? And then you want to, some of the reciprocity stuff is a little tricky, and I'm going to punt, and I'm going to tell you to call your state, whatever state you want to be licensed in, call them and talk to them about it. So that way because ultimately they know, but hopefully I gave you some things to think about.